Hey everyone, my name is Rachel, but you can call me Zarae. And this is 11 questions on Mind of a Boyfriend. Hey, let's get into it. Question number 1. Who are you and what are you known for? Well, my name is Rachel, like I mentioned. My stage name is Zarae. I am a singer-songwriter. I'm a guitar girly. I also play mbira as well. I love to fly drones. I love to grow plants. I'm an artsy girl. That's who I am. What am I known for? I guess mostly for my music. I'm known for just yapping on stage. I love to talk to my audience when I'm on stage. I love to crack jokes. I like to just have fun with my people. So if you follow me and you follow me on my socials, you just know that I'm just a free person. I like to have fun. That's what people know me for. All right. Question number 2. What's the most embarrassing onstage mishap you've ever had during a performance? I don't know. I've definitely tripped on stage and almost fell flat on my face. But I think one of the most embarrassing ones was forgetting the words to my own song. And I was doing a performance at this US embassy gig. And there's the US ambassador to Zim and all her people in the front stage just sitting there looking at me. And I forget the words to my own song. I was super embarrassed. It might not be the most embarrassing thing in the world, but it was embarrassing. All right. Question number 3. If your instrument could talk, what's the most scandalous secret it would reveal about you? My instrument is my guitar. She's a black Fender, and her name is Delilah. Because she's the seducer of men, you know what I'm saying? She is not me, my guitar. Okay, let's get that straight. What's the most scandalous secret Delilah would reveal about me? I don't know. She would probably disclose that I love to spend money on gadgets. I think not a lot of people know that about me. I love to save up and just buy ridiculous things like I have a drone. You know. I don't think there's anything scandalous that she knows about me at the end of the day. So, sorry guys if you're trying to trap me with that one. All right, next question. If you could change one thing about the Zimbabwean music industry overnight, what would it be? And why? Oof, that's a big one. First of all, stab at Zimura. I would take away the $150 US fine for singing covers. No, but I get why they're doing it. But at the end of the day, that's not what I would change. What I would change is I would actively bridge the gap between young talent and the big stages, because there's a huge gap between that. I think Zimbabwe has a lot of just raw talent that has nowhere to go. Even for me, it's been 5 years of, singing on stages. And even to get there was I had to know someone who was doing this and that, So there aren't a lot of opportunities to get that really good talent that maybe just doesn't know where to go, and plug them into the right people, give them the right resources to be able to create their craft and get to where they're trying to go. Because Zim is full of talent, man. So I hope I answered that question. Next question. What is the most dramatic thing you've ever witnessed or been part of in a breakup? Oh, wow. Yeah. I think, story time. Crazy exes, right? So, it's a young high school kind of love, and we're messing around, and you get tired and you want to move on, and you're like, what, let's break up. So I break up with this guy, right? And did this man, or boy rather, because we were teenagers, not show up at my gate unannounced? My dad and my mama home. Mind you, I grew up in a very strict household, so even dating was like, oof, right? So I sent my brother out, and I'm like, okay, please tell this guy I'm not home. I don't want to see him. This, that, whatever. He kind of does it a few more times, right? All right, a few weeks pass. And now I'm getting Facebook messages from people I don't even know. There's this chick who messages me. She's like, yo, whatever you put on this dude, you need to take it off because I've been trying to go out with him, but he's obsessed with you. And I'm like, I don't know what to do. Please contact him. And his cousins are texting me on Facebook and things like that. And I just had to block some people, It's just, I didn't want anything to do with them, I guess. I'm sorry. High school love. All right. Next question. What is a personal sacrifice you'd absolutely refuse to make for your relationship? A personal sacrifice I'd refuse to make for my relationship is my faith. I would never let go of my faith for anyone. If you don't know God, if you don't love the Lord, and you're trying to pull me in that direction, I'm sorry, it's not gonna happen. Even if you are Bill Gates with all the money in the world, it's not happening. Sorry. I love me, my Jesus. All right, next question. What is something you secretly judge people for? That's a funny one. What do I secretly judge people for? Okay, so guys, don't judge me. We listen when we don't judge. I secretly like to see couples out and about, and I'm like, do they go together? If I don't think they go together, I'm like, I feel like he could be with a different person, or she could be with a different person. Obviously, I don't know them. It's just based on looks. It's nothing hectic. But I think that's something that I secretly judge. No longer a secret, I guess. Alrighty. What is your definition of a healthy relationship in 3 words? Yo, that's hectic, because even in my own relationship, I need to try and figure that out. I've been trying to figure that out. Number 1, of course, is communication. You cannot have a good relationship if you cannot communicate. And not just, hi, hey, like, this thing pissed me off. What are we going to do about it? That kind of communication. It's hard, but it's important. It's very important. Communication, I think compatibility is a big thing. And by compatibility, I mean, like what kind of lifestyles you live, the kind of things that you value, and sort of like the things that you are pursuing in life. I think they should kind of go hand in hand. Of course, like, you'll have different professions, you'll have different things that you want in life, but at the end of the day, you're trying to achieve the same goals kind of thing, and you want to kind of live the same life, because you're with that person. If you believe in monogamy, you're with that person forever, right? Compatibility. And number 3, definition of a healthy relationship. Whew. Number three. I think you need to learn to have fun with the person. It may sound a bit shallow, but like, when tough times come, and tough times never last, of course, but I think you need to learn that person, learn who you are separately, learn who you are together, learn, what makes them tick, what makes them not tick, or tick in the opposite direction. I think you need to learn each other and learn how to have fun with each other and joke around, because life's too short to just be serious and when you did this and nah, not for me. All right, next question. What is my weirdest fan moment? My weirdest fan moment. I have two. Can I share two? Can I share one? I can share two. Okay, first one. I don't want to say weirdest, but it was a moment. And so I was at a bank one day and I was trying to get out some money. And I needed a photocopy of my ID. So I went across the street to this photocopy place. And, I walk in, I think I had R1 short of what I needed to photocopy my ID. And this girl looks at me, she's like, "Oh, Zarae!" And I was just like, "Hi, how are you?" I could not remember this girl's face or name or anything. And I'm terrible with names. I'm so sorry, guys. And this girl just like, "What do you have?" I'm like, "I have this many rand." So she took my rand. She's like, "Don't worry, the rest is on me." And she photocopied it. She's like, "I love your music, this, that, da, da, da." I was like, oh my God, I feel so bad because I didn't know her name. I didn't even know where I knew her from. But she was so kind to me. So thank you to the lady who photocopied my stuff for me. The other one was a bit of a creep moment where I was actually doing a podcast, with a different podcast altogether. And the host, bless his heart, he was giving off just really creep vibes the entire time. I'm sitting there trying to answer the questions and he's going, "Oh, so you're not married yet? And oh, so what do you think about, what are you looking for in a husband?" And things like that. And he's leaning into me and I'm like, bro, personal space, I'm taken. Relax. It's not gonna happen. Yeah, so that was like a creepy fan moment. I mean, he had seen me sing before and he was like super excited that I was on the podcast and he could interview me. But after that, he did try to text me and, calling me names and, "Oh, my angel." And I was like, bro, left on red. I'm sorry, bro, but we can't do this. We can't play these games. Okay. What's the most embarrassing text you have ever sent to the wrong person? Yeah, man. My screenshots. Guys, screenshots will end your life. You know what I'm saying? I don't even remember. I think, I was chatting with one of my girls and this was like before I was in a relationship and I was talking to this one guy. And, things are getting saucy. So I take a screenshot, right? And instead of pressing Ukeli's name, I sent it back to the guy. Yeah, let's just say that didn't move forward from that point. So that is the most embarrassing text. Guys, don't send screenshots. It's better to talk in person because evidence will catch you. Last question. Have you ever been caught in a lie and what happened? Have I ever been caught in a lie and what happened? Yay. These moments you just kind of erase them from your mind. Have I ever been caught in a lie? I probably have been caught in a lie. I mean, who hasn't? Right? Unless you're that good. Have I ever been caught in a lie? I'll go PG and talk about my mom. Yes, I know you don't want me to talk about my mom. Have I ever been caught in a lie? I spent a few years in the US, and one of my sisters lives there, and so I'd gone to visit my sister and her family for Christmas. Yeah. And she has 4 girls, 4 nieces at that house. And one of the days, I think I was in the basement. They had like a basement where my sister sews and things like that. So she had her sewing machines down there and things like that. So I was in the basement with, I hope my sister doesn't watch this, with her youngest, right? She was tiny then. I think maybe she was like grade 1-ish. So around like 6-7 years. And she was holding a lighter, and she's like, Auntie Rachel, how do you light a lighter? Was it lighter? No, or matches. I think it was a lighter. And so I was like, oh, this is how you do it, right? So I'm like, turning this lighter on and off. And it didn't click to me that a lighter has fire, And I'm showing this 6-7-year-old how to light a lighter. So anyways, later on in the day, it absolutely didn't cross my mind. Later on in the day, I'm with my sister and we go out like grocery shopping, and we stop to get some fuel, and she gets a phone call from one of the older girls. Mom, the youngest is busy going around lighting the lighter. Mom, I don't know how, I'm not gonna say the name, she started lighting a lighter. She's going around with this lighter and she's like lighting things on fire. And so she goes, how did she learn to light a lighter? And my face, I was just like, oh my gosh, it was me. And she looks at me and I was like, I don't know. I've never seen her hold a lighter. And then she's like yelling, on the phone, like, you better get all of the lighters away from her, and blah, 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 blah. And I was like, crap. I was the one, Auntie Rachel's the one who taught her to light a lighter. And I lied about it. So later on, we get home, and, the girls are like, what, playing around. And so the little one was like, Auntie Rachel, can you show me to light the lighter again? Luckily, my sister was not there, and I was like, girl, you better stop that, because she must never know how you learned to light a lighter. So that's how I got caught in a lie. Thank you for watching. My name is Rachel, aka Zarae. You can follow me on Instagram at Zarae Music, Zarae Music. And I hope you had a good time.